as Errol Spence Jr. defends his welterweight
Garcia, I do this rap shit for fun, man. I'm a 100% boxer, man. I put my all into the ring, but you know I do this for fun, Latin Goonies, man. Don't get it misunderstood. A Latin Goonie ain't a thug, man.
As we get ready to watch the two-division world champion workout as he goes ahead and challenges Errol Spence on December 5 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Limited tickets are available at SeatGeek.com, or you can watch live.
This is live.
On BBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. We have a loaded card from top to bottom. Let's run down what you're going to see in about 12 days' time. You are going to see a tremendous card from top to bottom featuring Mexican and Mexican-American fighters. We'll start off a WBC Featherweight Title Eliminator matchup as Julio Ceja will go head-to-head against Eduardo Ramirez. Then we go up to the welterweight division. This one has all the makings of being a war. Francisco Chia Santana will collide against the Riverside Rocky Josesito Lopez. Then the co-main event will feature a WBC Super Welterweight Title Eliminator matchup. As you see, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, who stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, only 22 years of age, he will go head-to-head against the hard-hitting veteran from Mexico, Jorge Cota. Saturday, December 5th is all brought to you by DSG Promotions, Man Down Promotions, and TGB Promotions as we await the two-division world champion, Danny Swift Garcia. He is here at his gym in Philadelphia, and we are going to talk with the world champion as we break down his career and also what he's looking forward to ahead of his December 5 matchup against Errol Spence Jr. Just to give you a background on Danny Swift Garcia, he's a former unified super lightweight champion of the world with victories over the likes of Amir Khan, also Lamont Peterson. He captured a vacant welterweight title over Robert Guerrero in January of 2016 at Staples Center. Holds wins over Paulie Malignaggi, Lucas Matisse, the legend Eric Morales. He has been fighting in the upper echelon of boxing since dating back to 2012, and he's looking for his most significant win in the welterweight division on December 5. Danny Garcia is without question focused and determined. Last year, he became the first man to stop Adrian Granados in April at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. In January this year, in a stay busy fight, he handled Ivan Redkach at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. The Philadelphia product is focused, determined, and ready to make an impact, and he's very proud of his Puerto Rican heritage. As we await Danny Swift Garcia, who is looking in impeccable shape, and we're going to talk with the two-division world champion in Danny Swift Garcia. Just close losses at the hands of Keith Thurman, Sean Porter.
Angel Garcia going to get me demonetized.
In his most recent bouts, he has
That's why I played
a
the music.
laser left hook along with a powerful right hand. He's got dynamite in both fists, and now we have the Philadelphia product in Danny Swift Garcia.
Oh, all right, let me go full
He's
speed.
got his shirt off and already ready to go, and my goodness, Danny, you're looking in fantastic physical shape. First of all, happy early Thanksgiving to you and your family. I know you probably won't be able to enjoy it, but tell us about how you're feeling. We are just 12 days away until December 5 as you challenge Errol Spence Jr. on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
Man, I feel great. You know, it's been a tremendous camp. It's been a long camp. You know, we put in a lot of hard work. As you can see, my body is looking as...
My bad.
I feel great. You know, it's been a tremendous camp. It's been a long camp. You know, we put in a lot of hard work. As you can see, my body is looking as like I'm 21 again, like I went through puberty again. So I feel good. You know, Thanksgiving is here. You know, I'm thankful for everything, you know, for this big fight. I'm thankful for my family, for everyone who's going to come to the fight. And my weight is good so I can eat. I'm not going to eat too much turkey. It makes you tired. But, you know, we'll probably have some little bit of chicken for me on the side.
Danny, I've seen you in various training camps over the past, I mean, I've known you for a long time, but I almost feel like you're re-energized, like you're rejuvenated. There's a hop in your step, like you're excited to come in here and train. I mean, you kind of came in here earlier and you were just like, let's get to training. Do you feel re-energized?
Yeah, I feel great. You know, this is definitely another chapter in my career. This is my chance to, you know, have a beautiful ending, you know, because this is a big fight. So a storybook ending with this victory and unify the titles again will just put me where I want to be in my career.
Is this a legacy fight for you against Errol Spence Jr. on December 5 on pay-per-view?
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a legacy fight. I feel like every fight that I fight is a legacy fight. And, you know, we put in a lot of hard work, and, you know, it's been a lot of emotion, a lot of hard work and dedication, and we're just ready to go.
All right, Danny, we're going to let you work out and get yourself set and ready to go. We are excited to watch you train here on the PBC on Fox YouTube page. Danny, we will talk with you, and we're also going to talk with your father, your illustrious trainer as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Danny Swift Garcia, who's being a gracious host. We're going to watch him work out here on the PBC on Fox YouTube page. The Philadelphia product getting ready to work out, and we're going to talk with Angel Garcia later on in the next few moments.
Can you help her? I'm in the black, I'll do it. You want me to go in the bag? No.
Yeah, go in the
Because
bag.
I already did four.
Do the bag, and then
Yeah.
we'll do the bag.
Eric, they're right there. Right there.
Top of it.
They're right there. The red. Yeah.
Take a toll on even everybody. Everybody in the camp gets a toll on.
Yeah, this is at his gym. They're going to start playing music, so that's why I played music at the beginning, because this video is going to be demonetized anyway, depending on how unmuzzled. Oh, that's Briscoe.
It's like a fatigue, like an anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be a force.
Everybody on the team is extremely well.
He trained Sammy Vargas for when Danny Garcia fought Sammy Vargas, former trainer of
Beast, right?
Yeah, but everything works with the galaxy. Is all your testing.
Gabe
It's
Rosado.
not bad. It's not bad. Hold on, I gotta open them.
No, go ahead. It's in there.
So yeah, of course we're going to talk about the whole card after. You know, we've been doing a lot of Errol Spence, Danny Garcia content lately. I mean, that's the way it usually rolls around here, especially for pay-per-views. I usually go like full out, but I'm a little bit tired of talking about it, I guess. So this is the last media event until fight week. I also got a media call from the undercard that I have to upload. If you don't know what the undercard is, I give the undercard a C. The chief support, I don't call it a co-feature or co-main. The chief support
The galaxy. You gotta feed off the energy of the galaxy, but part of us humans.
is
Galaxy
Sebastian.
as big as the galaxy.
I put the info down below in the description box, but it's Sebastian Fundora versus Jorge Cota. You know who Jorge Cota is, right? You seen the fight. Jamel Charlo knocked him out in like 1 round or 2 rounds. It was after the first Tony Harrison fight, but before the second Tony Harrison fight, when he was supposed to fight Tony Harrison, but Tony Harrison had that ankle injury.
What's up with y'all? We ready too. We ready. We did this before. We ain't new at this.
Okay, he's
We ain't
unmuzzled.
new at this. Look at this.
I think Angel gonna be unmuzzled
We ready
today.
too. December 5th, we coming. That's right. We coming. Hey, listen, man. 6 feet away, man. Restart that.
So yeah, Josesito Lopez versus who's he fighting? Is he fighting Eduardo Ramirez? No, he's fighting Francisco Santana, who Jared Hurd fought.
You guys can play music.
The undercard is not,
Put the red. You know how to hit that?
but the business of it is. By the way, Danny Garcia always has full. You know what's crazy? I've been to every Danny Garcia media workout the last fucking 5 years. All right, let's go full screen. We're gonna talk about everything after the fight. I mean, after the event. This is live, by the way. Please like the video, subscribe, and T-Street Controversy with FightView360.com. And of course, we're going to be here for all the fight week shit. We're going to talk about it after the workout.
You are watching the Danny Garcia workout here on the PBC on Fox YouTube page. Don't miss his welterweight unification showdown, December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Throughout the course of the workout, you will hear from Angel Garcia, and we will go further in depth with the 2-division world champion from Philadelphia, PA, Danny Swift Garcia. Again, don't miss it. 12 days away until AT&T Stadium. Spence versus Garcia on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
All right, we can talk a little bit. So yeah, December the 5th, PBC on Fox pay-per-view, $74.99, 75 schmacks. No UK TV deal yet. Or at least I haven't heard anything. Also, it's a very busy week in boxing. So basically, expect a lot of streams from me this week, pretty much every day. Tomorrow is, if you care, Danny Jacobs versus Gabriel Rosado. You know, that fight's on Friday. Danny Jacobs returns. They're having a Zoom tomorrow. We're going to be on that. Remember, we got the Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce stuff. We got a press conference coming up for that. We got a stream. And we're going to be here for the weigh-in. Chris Colbert versus Arbolito. And then, of course, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones, the biggest fight of the week. Whether you care or not, they got a lot of casual eyes on it. We're going to do a deep dive preview on that tomorrow. We might even do a Mike Tyson. Well, actually, I'm going to say Mike. We are going to do a Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Fight Night Champion gaming stream. We're going to just play with Tyson and Roy Jones. UK is on Premier Sports. Oh, shit. Well, there you go. So it's going to be on Premier Sports, Danny Garcia versus Errol Spence. It hasn't been fully announced yet. I don't remember getting a press release. But I'm going to believe you, man. Well, one thing with Gabriel Rosado is there will be blood. That's Billy Briscoe in the back, by the way. The Philadelphia trainer of Gabriel Rosado, by the way. He also trades Sammy Vargas for when Sammy Vargas got knocked out by Danny Garcia. So yeah, it's a very, very busy week in boxing. Like, y'all think I'm joking? This Saturday, Friday and Saturday gonna be busy as shit, especially if you're a boxing fan. And then next week is this fight, this card. That shit's literally next Saturday. So yeah, this Danny Garcia gym is in the what's called the Badlands area of Philadelphia. You know, like lower Kensington, Frankfurt area. Pretty much, you know where the Rocky gym was? What the fuck, Mickey's gym? It's in that area. Not that far down though. But basically rough neighborhood, a lot of motherfucking homicides. But we call it Puerto Rican land. You know, when you go across 5th Street, there's all these Ricans everywhere. But they cool though. They got all this good ass food and shit. So a lot of people don't know, but Puerto Ricans get a pass in Philly and in New York and other places where they can say nigga. You know, they refer to themselves as niggas, you know. But I don't expect for people outside of America to understand that. That's why a lot of people were triggered when Angel Garcia called Keith Thurman a bitch ass nigga. Not nigger, nigga. But yeah, he was muzzled for quite some time. Spence looks in phenomenal shape. He is chiseled. Like chiseled, bro. Like, dude, I don't know why his story is not world news. Like, it's crazy. Errol Spence is the man. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But the problem is, in this day and age, you know, especially for me, you know, I don't really like saying I'm a media member. Even though I be going to all them shits and I, you know, be having all the media shit, I don't feel right saying I'm a media member, you know? Them motherfuckers are smug. But anyway, what I was going to say is, you can't be like, yeah, I like this fighter, without motherfuckers just, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. So one thing about Danny Garcia is he has full media workouts. They don't be no bullshit. So he gonna do the different bags, flex in the mirror a little bit, get in the ring, pad work.
You are watching the Danny Swift Garcia workout here in his hometown of Philadelphia, PA, where we are here at his gym as we are just 12 days away until Danny Garcia challenges Errol Spence Jr. at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Limited fans will be in attendance. You can watch it live on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Danny Garcia, a two-division world champion, looking to hand Errol Spence the first loss of his professional career. It all comes your way on December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view, brought to you by Man Down Promotions, DSG Promotions, along with TGB Promotions.
Why you keep looking at me? Don't look at me. That's it. Don't look at me.
So yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, I'm primary chef for Thanksgiving this year. How about that? Right? There's no cow or no pork.
It's all ear for sports. When you do that, you start doing that shit.
I'm scared I'm gonna fuck the turkey up though. I'm like scared to death. Because I'm cooking it in this wood smoker. I got the apple wood and the hickory chips. And you just let it like smoke. But I'm scared. Fuck that joint up. Yeah, and I'm making lamb, organic lamb too. And yo, chicken wingdings for the kids. You know? The only problem I have, next week, the final press conference.
We are joined alongside by the mother of Danny Garcia as she watches her son work out. Mrs. Garcia, thank you so much for your time.
She cursed Keith Thurman out.
How proud you are of your son, the
She's great. Fuck him up.
champion from right here in Philadelphia.
Well, I'm extremely proud of him. You know, he works really hard, and being a mother of a boxer, it's extremely nerve-wracking. Even though I'm really proud of him, and I wish him the best, it tears me apart to see my son box.
Now, do you attend every fight? Do you watch it at home? What is that process like for you?
I've never missed a fight. I go to all his fights, so I've been to all his fights, and it's nerve-wracking.
How is he feeling, and how is his preparation different for this fight compared to others?
Them
Or
Puerto
is it
Rican
about the
moms will
same?
beat your ass. They don't play around.
Danny always work hard, so to me it's about the same, but he always try to work harder for every fight.
Now, not only do you have your son, Danny, fighting, but your husband, Angel, is his trainer. What is that balancing act like?
She had Keith Thurman shook.
I know my husband is crazy, and sometimes he get in trouble because he says what he thinks, and I think that you should not say what you think, you know what I mean? But that's Angel, he's crazy, and nobody's gonna change him.
How excited are you for December 5?
I'm very excited. And I know
Don't
my son is
disrespect.
gonna
She a
be
baddie.
victorious.
Don't be
Thank
disrespectful,
you very
bro.
much, Mrs. Garcia. We
welcome.
greatly appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Mrs. Garcia joining us. We get back to Danny's workout.
Yeah, I got in years and years and years ago. I got into a fight with this Puerto Rican kid, and his mom jumped in, was trying to whoop my ass. Over in Puerto Rican land, of course. I used to go to a middle school called John Wanamaker, and it was a little pocket of Puerto Rican kids. Everybody know you ain't fuck with them, especially the girls with all the makeup and shit, with the big ass hoop earrings. This was the 90s though. But yeah, she told Keith Thurman, you better shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down. Keith Thurman started turning all red.
Remember the word.
Some of the body shots underneath, their ribs smack. Yeah. I think he's not doing it because he don't want to get the cat out the bag. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he just, you know what I mean? Because you said don't show him what you don't want him to see.
Oh, yeah.
The Sun Tzu said in the book, The Art of War, he said all warfare is based off deception.
Yeah.
You got to deceive him. Show him something, give him something else.
Right.
Am I right?
You don't show everything.
Yeah, I just read that, John.
Yeah, I mean,
Time.
everything ain't for everybody. He'll see it when it means something.
Time.
Yeah, I was a little shook. Hey, do me a favor, guy likes the video. Thank you. That's what's up.
Okay, right? The pirate said 3 can keep a secret, 2 is dead.
You know what I noticed? Like, I was looking in the mirror today. I had my hat off, because I walk around all day with my hat on everywhere. I'm bald as shit. Like, I'm really, like, bald as fuck, yo. It's nothing up there. I've been doing the whole no shave November thing. Oh yeah, back to my Thanksgiving. So I'm making this smoked turkey, but I'm scared to death I'm gonna fuck it up and it's gonna be dry. So I'm not drinking this week. But what I am doing is, obviously I got my pot, but I'm making the smoked turkey. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the applewood chips or the hickory chips. So it's this big smoker thing I got. And you just like let the shit smoke in there. You know? I'm making some organic lamb, just trying to be a little bougie. What else? Wingdings, a whole bunch of them in the air fryer. And this all came together not even a day ago. What else? Oh, I'm making some sea bass. Hearn don't got no transplant. That's a hair piece. Hell yeah, well, put it this way. Listen, first of all, baldness is a disease, all right? Like, you wouldn't make fun of a person in a wheelchair, so I need to chill. It is one of the deadliest diseases known to man. I struggle coping every day. But yeah, I was looking, there's nothing but peach fuzz up there. I was like, what in the world? And don't you know, my pop got a full head of hair and that whole side of the family, but the problem is they all midgets. I'm 6'3", 6'2", 6'3". My father is 5'6". Yes, we had the blood DNA test.
His hometown of Philadelphia, as he's being trained by his father, Angel.
Damn genetics.
The two-division world champion, just 12 days away.
Not you, Black
until
genetics.
his welterweight pay-per-view showdown against Errol Spence Jr. at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It all comes your way on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view on December 5. Going to be an incredible night of action.
There you
as
go.
The championship of the world is on the line. Danny Garcia
Inject butter in that
to become the
motherfucker, right?
first man to defeat Errol Spence Jr.
You're the man. Yeah, my pop get food stamps. Them shits be coming in handy, man. But them food stamps do go fast. I don't be having no shame with that EBT card. I be pulling that shit out like, yeah, motherfucker. Hell yeah. Shit. Get all them sandwiches. If I can get WIC, I would get that too. Give me a nice little WIC check. Get all that milk and that King Vitamin cereal. Gotta freeze the milk though. Yeah, funny enough, I had my physical today and my doctor was like, stay away from the gym. I can't go to the gym. I'm like, yo, I'm like super high risk. I keep forgetting that sometimes.
Now as Danny works out, we are joined alongside by
So I'm
his
getting an assault
father,
bike.
his lead trainer, Angel Garcia. Angel, can you tell us about how focused Danny is heading into his matchup against Errol Spence Jr.?
Listen, we had a great camp. We
I
got
don't sell
2
my
more
stamps.
Saturdays to go. We're in the ring. December 5th. Danny's 100% focused. He always been focused for every fight. It's not that we taking him lightly or taking him slightly, but we take everybody serious. All the fights Danny's had, we took everybody very seriously. We don't change nothing. We multiply. We like the baby kids. We multiply.
Now, the odds makers have Danny in underdog heading into this fight. Does that anger you, or do you guys even pay attention to that?
Well, the thing is that Danny always been underdog. Kyle was 7-1. I couldn't understand that. Matisse was like 3-1, I think, something like that. But listen, the only reason they got him probably underdog because Spence is undefeated. But that don't mean nothing. But that's okay because my friends can get rich.
Now, are you trying to have Danny start a little bit quicker in this fight compared to, the fights against Thurman and Porter? He started a little bit slower, narrow losses that he had. Are you guys wanting to start quicker?
Well, the thing is, Danny, he's always been like that. Since the amateur, he takes 3 rounds to warm up. But after that, we could give him the first 3. It's still not over. We got 12 rounds to work with. The thing is, when Danny, like I said before, when Danny start landing leather, will they be able to handle it? That's the issue right there. It's not about the odds and all that because they're not in the ring. You know what I mean? That's somebody behind the desk that's trying to, make money. It's okay. I understand everybody need money because I need money too. But I ain't listening to the odds because at the end of the day, hey, listen, that's where the money's at, on the odds. It's not if the odds not against you, then people don't make money. So you want to always beat the odds.
Do you think that Danny is the hardest puncher that Errol Spence has ever faced? Because Danny has power in both ends. He demonstrated the left hook against Amir Khan, Eric Morales, and that right hand put away Adrian Granados, something that has never happened to Granados in his career.
No, you're right. Listen, when Danny, if he throws a straight right like he hits that Judah with, and Danny throws and he hits him, he flushes him, Spence ain't getting up. Because you're right, Spence haven't been hit yet. We only know 3 fights that he had, respecting the sport of boxing, because I respect all fighters. So I don't want people to misunderstand this. I respect all fighters. If you put your life in the ring, I respect that. But at the end of the day, we know 3 names that he fought. 3 names. I mean, we got a bad decision on one of them. But everybody else, you don't know. How many of you know Danny got? That tells you everything right there.
You are very.
It's all about your resume sometimes.
You're very confident. During the virtual press conference, you said, because you're from Philadelphia, you're an Eagles fan. Obviously, Errol's from Dallas. We'll be fighting at AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys. You said, we're going to go and we're going to sit on their helmet.
No, we are.
What does that mean to you?
Well, we're going to do like Tio did. Remember Tio ran into the Cowboy and he stood in the... So we're not going to stand, but we're going to sit on it.
December 5, if things go your way, will this be the most satisfying victory for Danny Garcia?
Well, people ask that all the time, but the thing is, Danny had tougher fights, man.
So
we already been there. We already been there. So Matisse was the boogeyman.
So you don't think that this is the toughest fight of Danny's career?
The only reason it makes it look like the best fight for his career right now because Spence's undefeated and Danny came off 2 losses with Porter and Thurman. You know what I mean? But it was politics in that. But we're not going to get it because that's the path. We're not going to cry with spilled milk. But to me, Danny already been there. Listen, Matisse was the most feared man. Listen, Candle Hawk, going back to Candle Hawk. Candle Hawk was putting people to sleep. Everybody was running from him on his prime. Khan didn't even want to fight him. And we took him and we were in the middle of the ring right there. Mano a mano right there. The way Latinos do it. And Candle Hall was biting down his mouthpiece, trying to stay up. And we didn't take him washed up. We took him on his prime.
Us
Latinos on his
Latinos
prime.
are strong.
Khan was already, in his prime still, but we knew his chin was shady, but he was a big name. But he still could fight, though.
So if Errol Spence is watching this, what do you want to tell him?
Well, I'm going to tell Spence this. I'm going to tell this if he's watching right now. Listen, brother, I respect you as an athlete because I got to respect you. I can't bash you because the sport of boxing, I love the sport of boxing, and I hate when people put fighters down. But, brother, we in for a fight. December 5th, we fighting, brother. And I say we because I'm in there with Danny spiritually. That's the difference between me and a lot of coaches out there. We fighting you spiritually. It's 2 spirits going to fight that night. Okay. And all I want you to come out healthy and Danny come out healthy because I'm going to pray for you too, brother. That's how I play.
Angel,
December 5th, we on.
Hey, Angel, I got to ask you one last question because you are definitely a personality. You talk about the Birdman, What does the Birdman mean for you, especially heading into this fight with Errol Spence?
The Birdman, just somebody that's a cuckoo bird. No. The Birdman, people loved it. I came on one day with the Birdman. I did the Birdman call. Now everybody calling the Birdman.
Something to keep things light during camp, huh?
It's just to it's just to have fun every day, you know what I mean?
Keep them relaxed,
Listen,
right?
Man, I'm not no young boy. You know what I mean? I got to have fun, brother. You only live once. If how people are going to remember you is by your fun time. Nobody going to remember you when you was having an argument.
True.
People going to remember the good times of your life. So life is short. Life is not promised. So listen, brother, age is only but a number. I'm going to have fun all my life.
All right, Angel, thank you so much. We'll let you go work out. Danny Garcia working out here.
Nervous.
Angel Garcia, the trainer and the father of Danny Garcia.
What are y'all drinking? I'm gonna be sober as shit this week, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I wanted to do, well, I wanted 4, but now
LDBC?
we do 6. We do, 4? So what do you want to do?
So yeah, once again, it's a very, very busy week on the channel. Tomorrow we have a Danny Jacobs, Gabriel Rosado stream. Remember Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce press conference. You got Mike Tyson, Roy Jones press conference, which has that lost boy Jake Paul motherfucker, and Badu Jack is on that joint. Canelo could have a press conference with Colin Smith this week. It's gonna be busy. So it's gonna be a lot of streams and shit. That's why I chilled last week, because we don't have no breaks for quite some time actually. Like we literally have busy weeks every week.
Gancho. Y la derecha por encima.
Yeah, Danny Garcia really does have 6 toes. It's kind of weird looking. Actually, anybody with fucking 6 toes is gonna be weird looking, right? It's just not normal, man. So how does that shit work in the shoes? Like, does he got to get like bigger, like custom shoes and shit? I can imagine that one little. Damn, I was gonna say something insensitive. That little retarded toe probably be a pain in the ass. Here, let's pull that shit up. Hold on, I'll be back.
Block it. Yeah, come over the
Ew,
top,
this shit kind of weird looking.
Like, whatever you want to do.
Oh wait, let me do it this way. I bet that little toe a pain in the ass, right? That shit probably. What? That's just, bro. It's really sick of them motherfuckers. What the fuck? All right, I've seen enough. I've seen enough. That 6 toe probably a pain in the ass. Like, you know how they say, like, imagine a life with like no thumbs. You know how hard your life would be, like with no thumbs. So imagine the reverse way. Like if you got a 6 toe. Imagine the trials and tribulations. Oh God.
To this day. To this day.
Imagine what that man got to go through. Thanks,
Pound
Count
Drago
Drago.
donated $2 to T Street. Till this day. Till this day. Bomb Squad. Oh yes. Till this day. Till this day. Concern how Errol take punches post face fractures.
Yeah, that's my #1 question too. Like, what's going to happen? Well, you know, he got like plates and shit in there. You know how like Deontay Wilder arm and punch got stronger since he got that rebar in there? I think he a mutant? You know, that's bigotry.
We're here
I learned that from X-Men.
on the PBC on Fox YouTube page.
Mutants are
You
people too.
watching the 2-division world champion, Danny Swift Garcia, prepare for battle against Errol Spence Jr. December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view. Danny trained as always by his father, the always entertaining Angel Garcia, who loves the sport of boxing. Danny prepared and ready to go 12 days time from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Don't miss it.
Oh Lord,
PBC Fox
Candy
Sports
Kitten's
pay-per-view.
here. She's in need of a good stuffing. Hey, what's up, Sam? I ain't see you in a minute. Sam be like, everything's gonna be all right. Everybody just calm down. Everything's gonna be all right. We're gonna have a good show.
Hold on, baby.
By the way, I do not appoint the moderators. The moderators are appointed by a panel. The panel is appointed by a panel of electorals. So there's a high-ass hierarchy before you get to me. So don't come bitching and be me about no motherfucking moderators. You need to talk to HR. And if you don't know how to get in touch with HR, then that's on you. Shit. Ain't nobody delete your post. Michael, don't talk to me like that. I'm tired of you, man. Remember, your comments are real time, but the video, I'm a 30-second delay because of the stream. So y'all have to remember that. It's exactly a 30-second delay. Not your comments, but my responses to the shit. So the comments coming in is weird. The comments are coming in real time, but the video is actually a 30-second delay because of the stream shit. To be honest, this is a less intense media workout. Now, I've been to every media workout since... I've been to every Danny Garcia media workout. Since what? I think all of his 147 joints. I have content on the channel from them. It's the only gym that I kind of frequented. Yeah, he usually go and look at the mirror and shit. I think he might be done. I miss St. Nick Foles, that's for sure. Huh?
Okay, Phil. See you later. Love you.
Yeah, I think this is the end. He about to do some interviews, wrap this joint up.
You were watching the Danny Garcia workout. We're going to talk with the champ in a few moments, as he is from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There you see him with his father, Angel Garcia. 12 days away from Danny Garcia and Errol Spence Jr. at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. All brought to you by Man Down Promotions, DSG Promotions, and TGB Promotions. It's a loaded card from top to bottom. Featherweights, Julio Ceja, Eduardo Ramirez. Welterweights, Josesito Lopez, Francisco Santana. Super welterweights with Sebastian Fundora and Jorge Cota. And then our main event with Errol Spence Jr. and Danny Swift Garcia. It all comes your way December 5 on PBC Fox Sports pay-per-view.
Knowing Angel Garcia, you damn well know he probably don't think COVID real. Hopefully he gets unmuzzled, man. Take that mask off, Angel. We want to hear from you. You know, Danny was talking about testing the waters at 154. He better not do it. He is too small for 154. Better not do it. Look at baby hands, Ray Flores.
Once again, we are here with the two-division world champion, Danny Swift Garcia. Danny, you look in impeccable shape. I mean, can you tell us about the fact that I feel like you seem to thrive during these big fights? Sure. Is this something that really gets the juices flowing and the adrenaline pumping for you?
Yeah, for sure, definitely. It's crazy because I've been the underdog my whole career. So when I'm not the underdog, I don't feel right. So I'm right where I want to be right now. I'm in my comfort zone.
Would you say that you fight better as the underdog compared to being the favorite?
I wouldn't say that. You know, I say I fight great all the time, but it's definitely It's definitely the energy I like. It's the chip I like to have on my shoulder. It's like I'm proving myself all over again after so many world title fights and big events.
I don't like that trash
And I
ass
have to prove
microphone.
myself again. That's what keeps me going.
I'm triggered by it.
You fought more current or former world champions on paper than that of Errol Spence. Do you feel like your experience is going to play a factor in the fight on December 5?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've been in there with some wizards, you know, like Eric Morales, he was a wizard. You know, he Zab Judah, even though they were a little in their 30s, late 30s, but their experience was something you could learn off. It's like you're going to school that night. So I definitely been in there with some legends, and I learned a lot from them guys. You know, I learned a lot from everything, and everything I learned in my career was lead me to this fight.
Now, you were very close to potentially making it to the Olympic team in 2008. Do you feel like you don't get the credit that you deserve for being a very good pure boxer and a technician?
No, I feel like, you know, numbers don't lie at the end of the day. This is a numbers game. So when you sell out the Barclays Center, when you have a market, when you get millions of views, the fans see, the fans, you can't force the fans to like you. Like, no matter how much the media pumps you, and the media pumps you like a superstar, and the fans don't like you, you can't force the fans to like you. You can't force the fans to buy a ticket. You can't force them to watch you fight. And I proved that no matter what people say about me, they come to watch me, and my fans love me.
Well, the city of Philadelphia has certainly opened their arms to you. You are so proud of this rich fighting city. Can you tell us about what being from Philadelphia means to you, and what does it mean to be a Philly fighter?
I feel like if I wasn't from Philly, there would be no Danny Garcia, to be honest. This city has made me the champion I am today. You know, going down from the Joe Frazier to the great Bernard Hopkins, you know, all the great fighters from Philadelphia. You know, I just grew up in that old school mindset of boxing where you're real disciplined. You're taught to fight with your hands up since a kid. And I think that served me well, you know, mentally and physically. And the fact that I'm Puerto Rican, I have a whole nother arsenal of Puerto Rican blood and their great heritage. So I feel like I got the best of both worlds when it comes to boxing.
When you look at that, because I know you're proud of your Puerto Rican heritage, you've mentioned the likes of Hector Camacho, but does that give you extra fuel to be able to go out there and get that significant victory, that major prize fight win on December 5 against Errol Spence Jr.?
Yeah, I mean, this is it. This is it. This is the fight you got to win. This is for your legacy. So, you know, besides everything else, this is a fight that I have to win. And, you know, I've been here every day working hard for one goal, and that's just to win.
Can you tell us about the relationship, the bond that you share with your father, Angel Garcia? Because I don't think I've ever seen you without your father, and you guys have this father-son dynamic,
with this
fighter, trainer dynamic as well.
Both of those fathers?
You guys are best friends.
Yeah, we're definitely best friends. You know, we could tell each other anything. We could do anything together. It's just fun. You know, it's fun to have someone on your side all the time. You know, someone you could trust, and that's what we have. We have trust and we have friendship, and I think that's why it serves us so well.
You've been fighting before PBC was born back in March of 2015, but you've been such an integral piece to Premier Boxing Champions and the brand. What does it mean to you to be a part of PBC?
Oh, man, it's an honor. You know, since 2015, I believe my first fight was on Premier Boxing Champions. So it's been a great 5 years. You know, everything they promised me, they've done. You know, and and now we're here, a big pay-per-view event. 5 years later from when it launched, Garcia versus Spence, and it's great. I'm just excited to be a part of it. You know, it's a blessing.
I asked your father this, but I'd like for you to expound on this as well. In your mind, are you the hardest hitter that Errol Spence has ever gone up against?
No doubt about it. You know, he's been in there. I don't think he's never been in there with a fighter who could punch like me. Yeah, actually, no, he's never been in. I know for sure I'm one of the hardest hitters in boxing, period. So, I mean, anybody who steps in the ring with me, I'm going to be the hardest hitter they face.
Do you think the layoff is going to affect him at all? Because it's going to be 14 months since he stepped inside the ring against Sean Porter back at the end of September of 2019.
I don't know. Everyone's different. You know, I can't really speak for him because I don't know. That's something he has to figure out, and we'll have to see December 5th. I know I'm ready, and I'm ready to go, and I can't really worry about what he's bringing to the table. I have to worry about Danny Garcia.
Has training been any different for you because we are living in this new world of COVID-19?
Yeah, definitely. Training has been way different. I ain't gonna lie. It's boxing's a lonely sport, but during the COVID times, it's more lonely.
Yeah.
So even like going home, you know,
Have I been
like,
dropping frames?
You can't have nobody over your house. You
Lagging?
can't go visit people. You can't do nothing. So basically, there's nothing else to do but fight, to be honest.
So would you say that for you mentally, it's better for you to put you more in that fighter's mindset?
I would say like, yeah, I would say if there's the time, any time to fight, a big fight is now. There's no distractions. The only thing you have to worry about is not getting COVID. And if you're doing the right thing, you're not going to get it.
How much does your family motivate you? I saw your daughter around here. You know, she was watching you train, and she's so proud of you. How much does your family motivate you on a daily basis?
My family motivates me a lot. You know, it's been a long camp, and this is probably like the first or second time she come to the gym all camp. So it's definitely motivation to see her, and it gives me like happiness, and I'm able to hit the bag hard and hit the pads hard and see her in between the rounds. So it keeps me going.
The Philadelphia-Dallas rivalry is obviously apparent in football in the NFC East. Do you take any of that pride going into your fight on December 5, or is that just for football?
No, I take the pride of Philadelphia every time I step in the ring.
Do me a favor, like the video. Thank you. Trying to get to 100.
Philadelphia is in me, so
that's what's up.
This is definitely a rivalry.
If Errol Spence is watching this right now, what do you want to tell him as we are 12 days away until your pay-per-view showdown?
I'm going to say December 5th, the Danny Garcia show is coming to Texas, baby.
Danny, thank you so much for your time. Good luck. We look forward to seeing you next week in Fight Week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Danny Swift Garcia joining us here in Philadelphia as the two-division world champion. Focused, determined, he's prepared, he's in tip-top shape. It is going to be a fight for the ages. History will be made on December 5. You do not want to miss it. We have a loaded card just to run down the card from top to bottom one more time. We'll begin the night. The WBC Featherweight Eliminator matchup. Current WBC Featherweight champion Gary Russell Jr., but we will see an Eliminator fight featuring Julio Ceja squaring off against Eduardo Ramirez. Then a welterweight matchup that is bound to have fireworks between Francisco Chia Santana and the Riverside Rocky Josesito Lopez. Then we'll go up to the super welterweight division, a WBC eliminator matchup featuring the undefeated 22-year-old who stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, will take on the hard-hitting Jorge Cota. And then in our main event of the evening, Errol Spence Jr. will defend his welterweight championships of the world and will look to remain perfect as he will put those on the line against Danny Swift Garcia. You heard from the two-division world champion. He's locked in.